all-time hits. Ang tanging huntahan ng Masanglamaw. Number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGON, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. Cool FM. You are listening to Cool FM. Live from Cool Studios. This is Cool News at Noon.
Good afternoon and welcome to Cool News at Noon. Today is Monday, October 21, 2024, and here are the headlines for this afternoon. A bill seeking to amend the country's 83-year-old espionage law to enable it during peacetime was filed at the House of Representatives. In a statement on Monday, Cagayan de Oro 2nd District Representative Rufus Rodriguez confirmed that he filed House Bill number 10983 and 90988, which seek to amend the Commonwealth Act number 616 enacted in June 1941 and the espionage provisions in the revised penal code, which took effect in 1932. We have to be wary of these Trojan horses, especially our compatriots who sell their souls and services to foreign interests, he said. There is a need to review these laws and amend the same to make them adapt to the situation in light of evolving global security threats, technological advancements, and the changing nature of espionage activities, he added. Rodriguez said House Bill number 10983 seeks to amend RPC's Article 117 to prohibit espionage during peacetime and wartime. On the other hand, House Bill number 10988, if enacted, would expand the coverage of espionage under Commonwealth Act number 616 while providing stiffer penalties. These bills seek to address these concerns by amending and augmenting the current legal provisions to provide comprehensive protection against espionage and related offenses, Rodriguez said. By enhancing penalties and updating definitions to align with contemporary security challenges, the legislation aims to bolster the Philippines' ability to preserve and protect its national security interests, he added. Provisions of Commonwealth Act No. 616 state that the espionage law can be applied only if it was committed during wartime. Under House Bill No. 10983, espionage is punishable by person correctional whether in times of peace or war. House Bill No. 10988, on the other hand, aims to impose the following penalties for espionage: life imprisonment and a fine of not less than 2 million pesos, life imprisonment or a fine of not less than 1 million pesos or both, imprisonment of not more than 30 years or a fine of not less than 500,000 pesos or both, and a jail term of 10 years to 12 years or a fine of not less than 500,000 pesos or both. Rodriguez urged Congress leaders to prioritize the approval of his bills, especially since the country's defense establishment seeks stiffer penalties and greater coverage for espionage amid fears that some individuals are spying or collaborating with other countries. Talks of Chinese spies being among Filipino citizens came up to dismiss Pablo Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo was accused of being a Chinese national. Espionage allegations intensified when Guo appeared to lose her cool after Davao Oriental 2nd District Representative Chino Almario presented a video documentary from foreign news outlet Al Jazeera about Chinese spy Xi Jinping during the hearing of the House of Representatives Squad Committee last September 27. In the video, Xi Jinping claimed that he funneled funds to Guo Huaping, believed to be Guo's true identity or Chinese identity, for her election campaign in the Philippines. The documentary also showed Guo's alleged hometown in Fujian, China, which sat close to a Chinese Communist Party office. Guo was seen sneering while Almario was talking, shaking her head several times. Her replies were also different from her usual claims of not remembering details and refusing to answer questions to avoid self-incrimination. Despite the allegations, Guo maintained that she was not a Chinese spy. The Philippine Coast Guard said on Monday that it will place its operating units on heightened alert starting October 31st or on Thursday next week. The move comes amid the upcoming Undas or All Saints Day and All Souls Day. PCG Commandant Admiral Ronnie Gaban directed all its operating units to be on heightened alert until November 5. PCG districts, stations, and substations shall intensify the safety, security, reliability, and comfort of the riding public amid UNDAS 2024, the PCG said. DOTR, or Department of Transportation, and Malasakit Help Desk will be installed in all ports, harbors, and other public transport areas nationwide to assist the public. Furthermore, PGC said the help desk will be augmented by medical teams to provide assistance to the passengers. K9 units will also conduct regular inspections on ports, while PCG rescuers and lifeguards will also be stationed in beaches, island resorts, and other coastal vacation spots for security and public safety. Quezon Governor Angelina Tan has raised the alert status of the Provincial Disaster Management Operations Center to code blue after Tropical Depression Christine entered the Philippine area of responsibility. In the memorandum circulars issued on Sunday afternoon, Tan said the rise of the alert level warning is for the effective monitoring of Christine in the province. Flash floods or landslides are possible due to moderate to at times heavy rains, especially in areas that are highly or very susceptible to these hazards, Tan said in her order to local government officials and disaster management councils. A blue alert status means that all disaster risk reduction management council personnel and equipment are placed on standby in case of emergency. Christine entered the Philippine territory early Monday and is forecast to develop into a typhoon before making landfall over northern Luzon towards the weekend. The pag-asa said Christine was 1,050 kilometers east of southeastern Luzon as of 5 a.m. October 21, carrying maximum wind speeds of 55 kilometers per hour near the center with gustiness of up to 70 kilometers per hour. Christine is forecast to intensify into a tropical storm in the next 12 hours, according to pag-asa. It may reach the severe tropical storm category by tomorrow, Tuesday afternoon or evening, and the typhoon category by Thursday afternoon or evening before landfall over the eastern portion of Cagayan, the agency said. A Bacolod Manila flight was delayed at the Bacolod Silay Airport for almost 2 hours because of misinterpretation of an LGBT conversation inside an aircraft on Saturday morning, October 19. In a report on Sunday, October 20, Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines spokesman Eric Apolonio said the incident involved 2 male passengers inside Cebu Pacific Flight 5G486 at 11:10 a.m. During a conversation between the two, one said, "Hoy, naubos na ba yung what to see mo?" A reference to a condom in the LGBTQ community language. The term "what to see" is also locally known as a firecracker. A cabin crew member who was nearby fixing overhead luggage overheard the conversation. Concerned about the potential reference to a firecracker, she approached the passenger to clarify the meaning of "what to see." The passenger explained to the cabin crew member that he was referring to a condom and apologized if his words were inappropriate within the aircraft. The cabin crew member immediately reported the matter to the pilot in command, who then informed the Cebu Pacific management. As a precaution, the airline decided to deplane all passengers and cargo for a canine bomb sniffing inspection and security panel. At 11:20 a.m., Robert Rodelias, team leader of the canine unit at the Bacolod Silay Airport, arrived at the scene. The team conducted a thorough inspection of all luggage, hand-carried items, and the aircraft cabin. By 1 p.m., the Cebu Pacific Flight 5G486 was cleared and departed for Manila without further incident. At 1:21 p.m., the Cebu Pacific Bacolod staff members revoked the 2 males involved on Flight 5G488, the CAAP report said. And President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. returned to the Philippines Monday morning after gracing the integration of Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto. Marcos and First Lady Aliza Arianta Marcos landed in Manila around 5 a.m. according to Communications Secretary Cesar Chavez. The first couple joined other world leaders in witnessing the Indonesian leaders' integration at the House of Representatives building in Jakarta. They were invited by Prabowo's predecessor, Joko Widodo, whose eldest son, Gibran Raka Buming Raka, became Indonesia's youngest vice president. Prabowo visited Manila last month and met with Marcos at Malacañang Palace in Manila, where they affirmed their vision for the nation's greater ties. It is now 12:10 in the afternoon. We will get back into more headlines with the national, international, and along with showbiz, along with the latest weather coverage on Typhoon Christine. So stick around, it is now 12:10. We will be right back.
Pag may diarrhea, may matinding pagyanig at kasama pang sakit ng tiyan. Take new Diatabs Advance, a first in the Philippines na may pinagsamang galing ng loperamide para tapos ang diarrhea at simeticone para tapos ang sakit ng tiyan. In soft gel capsule, kaya mas mabilis kesa loperamide lang. With 2 capsules after first loose stool.
Unilab yan.
Loperamide simeticone is a generic name of Diatabs Advance. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Uy, Dimples! Ako nga to! Wow, naka-EQ pants din ang baby mo? Siyempre, may new bubble top sheet para iwas rashes. Nax, yayamanin ang feature sa presyong abot kaya. Economy, quality, EQ pants. Ikaw na!
San Miguel Oktoberfest, bawat henerasyon kasama dito tayo magkikita-kita. Oktoberfest na. San Miguel Oktoberfest, walang katulad pagsama-sama dito tayo magkikita-kita. Oktoberfest na.
This event is for individuals aged 18 and above. Drink responsibly.
Inihahatid ng PhilHealth ang mas pinalawak na primary healthcare package para sa lahat ng Pilipino. PhilHealth Konsulta. Magparehistro na sa pinakamalapit na konsulta provider para sa inyong health risk screening at konsultasyon. Maaari maka-avail ng mga gamot at laboratory test batay sa rekomendasyon ng primary care provider. Pumunta sa aming official website www.philhealth.gov.ph para sa mga detalye.
Konsulta ka na.
Pamaskong padala, ML Kwarta padala, mula sa M. Lulier, mabilis, madali, maasahan. Kwartang pinaghirapan, pinag-ipunan, sa M. Lulier, ang hindi nagkakaingatan. Madalang kinakailangan, labis na inaasahan, mabilis makakarating sa paroronan. ML Kwarta padala, pamilya padala, padalang galing sa puso.
Come on and celebrate, celebrate Christmas, Christmas, celebrate, celebrate Christmas, celebrate Christmas. It's the happiest month to be, perfect for all, for you and for me. Joy from season one and all, celebrate Christmas at SM Malls, celebrate Christmas at SM Malls.
Ako ay tutula, mahabang-mahaba tungkol sa chocolate drink na malinamnam na abay sobrang sustansya pa. Tikman ang Mark Choco 9-in-1 plus 1 chocolate drink mix with stevia. Meron itong taurine, probiotics, omega-3 DHA at chlorella. Kasama din ng herbal extract na gotu cola, acai berry, cocoa at spirulina. May natural na pampatamis ito ay ang stevia. Kaya naman talagang masustansya. Ang herbal extracts ay mahusay na nakatutulong upang palakasin ang immune system ng ating katawan. Mark Choco 9-in-1 plus 1 chocolate drink mix with stevia. Available at leading grocery, drugstore, and sari-sari store. Mark Choco 9-in-1 plus 1 chocolate drink mix with stevia. Chocolinamnam, healthy sa katawan.
Hey you. Yeah, you. I know what you're thinking. You're craving something more. Something beyond the ordinary. Something wild. You want to explore. You want to connect. You want to feel truly alive. And you know what? You deserve it. So awaken that side of you. The side that longs for adventure. For the thrill of the unknown. Go ahead. Embrace the moment. Premier Condoms. Wild because you can.
At talagang tuwang-tuwa ka pa sa pagligo sa alulod, ha? Umuwi ka ng bata ka at maligo?
Maghugas ka ng maigi, ha? Galing ka pa sa bukid,
Hugasan mo yung kutsara bago mo gamitin, baka naihian niya ng daga.
Walang pinipiling lugar ang leptospirosis. Sa school, sa daan, kahit pa sa iyong tahanan. Maglinis, magmasid, mag-ingat. Labanan ng leptospirosis. Kung may posibleng exposure, konsulta tayo sa pinakamalapit na health facility. Para sa libreng konsulta at reseta, tumawag sa DOH Hotline 1555.
Robust Dietary Supplement for Men. Sabi nila, ang tunay na lalaki, matibay, magaling, at matigas. Samahan mo pa ng Robust. Gawa ito sa Medium Extra, L-Arginine, Songaria Cynomorium at GABA with proper diet and exercise. Para makasiguro, bumili sa mga Mercury drugstores nationwide. Robust, 75 pesos SRP per tablet lamang. Robust, para sa mga kalalakihan. Hatid sa inyo ng ATC Healthcare International Corporation. Mahalagang paalala, ang Robust ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Yay! Konti na lang!
lang! Tapos na tong school project ko!
Today pala deadline nito!
Lagot!
Bakit nga ba ako pumasok dito sa kusina?
Ano nga ba kukunin ko?
Nako po!
Incorrect password? Ano nga ba yung password ko?
Ano nga ba? Memo Plus Gold, iba ko pa Monera Extract. Iba ang Brainy Good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi maaaring gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Fujidenzo believes that appliances are long-term investments, so it is very important to choose wisely. And what could be a wiser choice than using reliable, durable, and energy-saving appliances from Fujidenzo? Just like families and companies trusting Fujidenzo, you will see the difference when you upgrade your usual appliances to Fujidenzo HD inverter appliances. Fujidenzo, quality above all. Upgrade your home. Upgrade your business with Fujidenzo. Quality above all.
Ohio! Don't you love it when good mornings start like this? Then like this. And then, wait for it.
A morning cup of soup?
Yes, soup. Try new Ajinomoto Soup and Go and make it your new morning habit.
Comes in creamy corn, creamy potato, or creamy pumpkin.
Great with bread too.
Ohio, Soup and Go. Ajinomoto.
Where does your power really come from?
Power to learn.
Power to cure. Power to create.
Power to connect with loved ones. Hello? Mom!
At Aboitiz Power, we aim to provide reliable and sustainable energy. Powering you and life. Aboitiz Power. We power you.
Pagsapit pa lang ng alauna, alam nyo na, JKS na! Samahan si Mark Corrales sa isang oras sa kwentuhan, tawanan, at kung ano-ano man. Tuwing Sabado, pagsapit ng alauna ng hapon.
Magandang hapon po, it's gusto ko Sabado, JKS.
Sumama na sa kwentuhan sa GKS. Gusto ko Sabado! Dito lang sa nag-iisang hipili na Mark. Cool FM.
Feeling good while you work. Cool FM.
Welcome back. Let's continue with the headlines. After 4 consecutive weeks of hikes, all companies are poised to implement downward adjustments in the prices of petroleum products beginning Tuesday, October 22. In a separate announcement on Monday, Sea Oil and Shell Pilipinas said the per liter prices of gasoline and diesel will be reduced by 50 centavos and 70 centavos respectively. Kerosene prices will also decrease by 85 centavos a liter. The slight decline in pump prices could be attributed to the de-escalating conflict in the Middle East, said Rodela Romero, Director of the Department of Energy Oil Industry Management Bureau. The DOE officials also saw a potential crusade supply surplus in early 2025. All demand growth to slow down in 2025 due to vehicle efficiency upgrade and the slowing economy of China, she added. Last week, fuel firms increased pump prices by as much as 2.70 pesos per liter. The Philippines has started its alliance with like-minded countries to defend the West Philippine Sea and the country's democracy, according to House Speaker for today, Martin Romualdez. In his speech at the commemoration of the 18th anniversary of the Leyte landings in Palo Leyte on Sunday, Romualdez said the country faces a new battlefield where the enemy is no longer a foreign invader, but the threats to our territorial integrity, the undermining of international laws, and the growing tensions in the West Philippine Sea. Just as our forefathers fought side by side with allies in the past, today we strengthen our alliance with like-minded nations to defend the principles of freedom and democracy. This is a new war, a war for peace, stability, and the preservation of our way of life, Romeo also said during ribbon-cutting rights for an exhibit of the Philippine Veterans Bank dedicated to World War II veterans. He also reiterated that the country is committed to protecting its sovereign rights, as the fight to secure the West Philippine Sea is not only about territorial integrity but also about the rights and future of Filipinos. We continue to advocate for the peaceful resolution of disputes guided by the principles enshrined in the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. We honor the legacy of our veterans by ensuring that our nation's sovereignty is respected, especially in the West Philippine Sea, he added. The Yetek Covenanting refers to the fulfillment of United States General Douglas MacArthur's promise that he will return to the Philippines to liberate it from Japanese forces occupying the country. Over the years, MacArthur's return has been celebrated as a key point in U.S.-Philippines ties. Romeo Altus did not mention who turns the country's territorial integrity during his speech on Sunday, but last August 16 he condemned China's continued incursion in the West Philippine Sea, saying the China Coast Guard's activities are becoming increasingly aggressive. The CCG ship ramped a Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources vessel near Escota Shoal last August 25. Escota Shoal is in the West Philippine Sea and within the country's 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone. A video taken by the Philippine Daily Inquirer showed CCG ship 21551 hitting BRP Datu Sunday, while some of its personnel were seen filming the incident around 10 nautical miles off Escota Shoal. Another video showed that the CCG ship 14102 fired a water cannon against BRP Datu Sunday while en route to the shore. 6 CCG vessels simultaneously fired water cannons against the BFAR vessel. China has been claiming key areas in the West Philippine Sea despite the 2016 Bureau Award declaring China's 9th dash line invalid due to a lack of legal and historical basis. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. said the Philippines will not yield an inch of its territory while he is president. Last October 10, Marcos reportedly challenged Chinese Premier Li Qiang over these recent incidents in the West Philippine Sea during the regional summits of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations in Laos. A Southeast Asian diplomat who attended the meeting told reporters that Marcos raised the issue during the meeting with Lei, quoting Marcos as saying that you cannot separate economic cooperation from political security. Marcos also stepped up the ante, telling ASEAN and China that they cannot pretend that all is well on the economic front when there are tensions on the political front. And the Philippine Exports Confederation Incorporated Philexports said the government is recommending the adoption of new standards on textiles covering various tests for the color fading resistance of these products. According to the group, the Department of Trade and Industries DTI, Bureau of Philippine Standards, is seeking feedback from stakeholders on recommendations to follow several measures as they receive a bulletin from the government body informing them of 5 international standards of textiles posted by the International Organization for Standardization intended for adoption under the Philippine National Standards. The adoption of international standards as PNS is in line with good standardization practice and is consistent with the Philippines' commitment to the World Trade Organization Technical Barriers to Trade Agreement, the BES said, as quoted by the Export-Oriented Trade Group. The following are the 5 new international standards on textiles by ISO that are recommended for adoption under PNS. So here are the following. ISO 105-B02 2014, which specifies a method intended for determining the effect on the color of textiles of all kinds and in all forms to the action of an artificial light source representative or of natural daylight. ISO 105-C06 2010, which sets out methods intended for determining the resistance of the color of textiles to domestic or commercial laundering procedures used for normal household articles using a reference detergent. ISO 105-E04 2013, defining a method for determining the resistance of the color of textiles to the action of the perspiration. ISO X12 2016, which specifies a method for determining the resistance of the color of textiles of all kinds to rubbing off and staining other materials, and ISO 6230 2021, which defines domestic washing and drying procedures for textile testing. All five are tests for color fastness, the property of colored materials to resist fading and running when exposed to various environmental situations. The BPS said the adoption of these centers in the Philippines will facilitate immediate access to international centers by the local companies, industries, academia, consumers, and other stakeholders. Interested stakeholders are encouraged by the BPS to send their outputs or concerns to their One BPS portal account in the website standardsph.dti.gov.ph on or before December 2. Time for the international headlines. Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump manned the fry station at a McDonald's food outlet in Pennsylvania on Sunday before staging an impromptu news conference, answering questions through the drive-thru window. As reporters and aides watched, an employee showed Trump how to dunk baskets of fries in oil, slaughter fries, and put them into boxes using a scoop. Trump, a well-known fan of fast food and a notorious prof, expressed amazement that he didn't have to touch the fries with his hands. It requires great expertise actually to do it right and to do it fast, Trump said with a grin, putting away his suit jacket and wearing an apron over his shirt and tie. The visit came as he tried to counter Democratic nominee Kamala Harris' accounts on the campaign of working at a fast food chain while in college, an experience that Trump has claimed without offering evidence never happened. A large crowd lined the street outside the restaurant in Fisterville, which is part of Bucks County, a key swing voter area north of Philadelphia. Later Sunday, Trump was attending an evening town hall in Lancaster before catching the Pittsburgh Steelers home game against the New York Jets. After serving bags of takeout to people in the drive-thru lane, Trump leaned out of the window, still wearing the apron, to take questions from the media stage outside. The former president, who has constantly promoted falsehoods about his 2020 election loss, he said he will respect the results of next month's vote if it's a fair election. He joked about getting one reporter ice cream and when another asked what Magic had for Harris on her 60th birthday on Sunday. Trump said, "I would say happy birthday, Kamala," adding, "I think I will get her some flowers." Trump did not directly answer a question of whether he might support increased minimum wages after seeing McDonald's employees in action, but said, "These people work hard. They're great." He added that, "I just saw something, a process that's beautiful." When aides finally urged him to wrap things up so he could hit the road to his next event, Trump offered, "Wasn't it a strange place to do a news conference?" And now it's time for the weather update. Tropical depression Christine entered the Philippine area of responsibility early Monday morning and is forecast to develop into the typhoon before landfall over northern Luzon towards the weekend. The Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration forecast said Christine was 1,050 kilometers east of southeastern Luzon as of 5 a.m. October 21, carrying maximum wind speeds of 55 kilometers per hour near the center of the gusts up to 70 kilometers per hour. Christine is forecast to intensify into a tropical storm in the next 12 hours, forecast said. It may reach severe tropical storm category by tomorrow or Tuesday afternoon or evening and typhoon category by Thursday afternoon or evening prior to landfall over the northeastern portion of Cagayan. Forecast also raised the possibility of tropical depression Christine further strengthening as it hovers the Philippine Sea. Since this tropical cyclone is still over the Philippine Sea, further intensification is likely given the favorable environmental conditions for development over the area, the State Weather Service explained. For now, Pagasa placed Catadunes under tropical cyclone wind signal number 2, where 62 kilometers per hour to 88 kilometers per hour wind speeds may be expected in at least 24 hours due to the tropical depression. Affected areas were advised to take caution as minor to moderate impacts to life and property are likely in this weather condition. Northern Samar and Eastern Samar, meanwhile, were under tropical cyclone wind signal number 1, with wind speeds between 39 kilometers per hour and 61 kilometers per hour anticipated. Forecasts at minimal to minor threats to life and property are possible in places under this weather signal. We will continue to give you the latest updates regarding the tropical Christine later on koolNews at 4. But for now, that is it for the weather update. And that is it for koolNews at noon. As always, if you have any views, suggestions, or feedback you would like to share, you can get in touch with us at tvhphilippines.news@gmail.com. Again, we will return with more news headlines later with koolNews at 4. Till then, I'm Caro. Good afternoon.